Hi and welcome to yet another video. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to prepare for descriptive English for your RBI Grade B Phase 2. So this is a strategy lesson where I might be slightly upfront here, okay? I might be direct, so don't take it the other way. It's just to tell you the exact facts so that you prepare in the right direction. Alright, so let's begin. Now, the three question types that are there in the RBI Grade B paper. Number one is reading comprehension, then you have Pressy writing, and then you have essay writing. To discuss about reading comprehension first, some of the important components are you need to have a high reading speed. Alright? Now we'll discuss more about developing a higher reading speed in some time, but I want to also tell you this. I see a lot of students who simply copy and paste from the passage itself. Okay? Now, in the exam, you're expected to at least paraphrase your answers. You should not simply copy and paste. Okay? Then how do I know whether you have actually understood the passage? Right? So always remember that you paraphrase your answers. Now, the third point is that you need to have the skill of reading between the lines. You cannot simply read it on a superficial level, okay? Because here you're not going to get extremely straightforward questions like we used to get in school, where we also used to do RC, right? So the questions are not going to be straightforward. They might ask you the interpretation of what the author wanted to convey, right? Something that's there in the first paragraph and then something that's there in the last paragraph, probably those 2 points go together. So you need to have an understanding of the passage. Okay? Yes, you're expected to read quickly, but at the same time, you should be able to understand the passage. Your reading speed should not come at the cost of the comprehension of the passage itself. Let me tell you some tricks on how to read quickly. The first one is vertical reading. So instead of putting your finger at each word and then scrolling horizontally line by line, you need to be able to put your finger at the midpoint of a sentence and then drag your finger down. And your eye should be able to capture every single sentence as you move below. Okay, so that way your speed will become 5x, 6x, because now you are directly capturing sentences and not individual words. Also remember that your lips should not be moving as you read. Okay, so when I'm reading this B no lip imitation, if my lips are moving, although I'm not making a sound, if even my lips are moving, then my brain is programmed again to read word by word. Okay, so your lips should not move with sound or without sound when you're reading. Third most important part is, although you're doing point A and point B, sometimes there is a voice inside our head that's basically speaking the entire sentence to us in our own voice. Okay, so you need to program your mind in such a way that there's no voice inside your head and your eye is doing the entire reading. Okay, not your lips, not the voice inside your head, not your finger that's moving word by word, but your eyes. There's no escaping from this. You have to practice reading regularly. Okay, not just articles that are in your comfort zone, but also those out of it. So if you like sports, remember, maybe you should pick up world politics. Okay, but your speed should be good enough even in articles that are out of your zone. In your test, you might come across words that you don't know the meaning of. Okay, so you have to take a calculated guess and move forward. You should not panic. Just make a calculated guess based on the context and move ahead. And also try to guess the tone of the passage. Is it critical? Is it analytical? Okay, so even when you're reading the newspaper, try to guess the tone, because you're going to get this question frequently. You should also be trying to note the connecting words, okay? However, moreover, nevertheless, because these indicate where the passage is going. So if I'm introducing a however, which means there's a contrast. If I say moreover, I'm adding to my previous point. So this will kind of tell you where the passage is going. And most important, you need to improve on your focus or your concentration levels if it's not pretty high already. Okay, so if you're reading a big paragraph, big passage, and then you've forgotten already what's in the first paragraph, by the time you've reached the third paragraph, then you're in trouble. All right, so you have to improve your concentration levels. Now, let's come to Pressy writing. Before you jump into practice, and I see a lot of students doing this, they immediately start taking up mock tests and practice and all of that. Learn your concepts and basics first. So in Pressy writing, what should you be doing? You need to identify the essence of the passage. Okay? You should not think of the supporting idea as the main essence. Try to identify what is the essence first. Once you've done that, then you can move to the supporting ideas. With respect to the word limit, try to be as close to the limit as possible. Now, if I'm giving you a big passage, okay, and say the passage is about the India-West Indies test series, in one line I can simply say that India won the test series against West Indies, okay, in just one line. But then if I'm expected to write 200 words, you need to write it accordingly, okay? So you have to make that adjustment. It should not be too short or it should not be too long. Try to get as close to the word limit as possible. However, nothing beats this, okay? Practice. No substitute to practice at all. A good way to start practicing is just pick up an article from the newspaper every day and try to reduce its size to 1/3 of its length. What do you do though if you're just starting? What you should do is don't have a time limit to yourself straight away. Okay, a lot of students immediately want to simulate the test environment, so don't jump into that. First, try to get the basics right. See if you're able to form a good précis first. Okay, once you've done that and you've decently mastered the art of précis writing, then you put a time constraint to yourself and see how you're performing. All right, now let's move to essay writing. In essay writing, there are some basic elements that are expected to be there. Okay, what are those? To start with, proper grammar. If there are too many grammatical errors in your essay, then your essay is going to be negatively scored. Okay, so be careful about grammar, use them properly. Next is you need to have good vocabulary. A word of caution though with using vocabulary is don't try to memorize words and then use them incorrectly where it's not required. Okay, so use words, yes, you should use fancy words, but learn their meaning first, learn their application first, and then use them. Let's come to cohesiveness of ideas and flow of language. Okay, now if you're introducing an idea or a thought in one of the paragraphs, try to develop it. Give examples, share experiences, say how exactly will that, say for example, that statement counters a particular problem that you're trying to address. Okay, just don't leave an idea hanging. Develop the language, develop the entire idea and have a flow. So you introduce the idea first, give examples, then further strengthen the idea and so on. Also try to support the ideas and claims you're mentioning. Okay, so you should not simply claim something or give an idea and then leave it there. Try to support it with examples or strengthen it with facts, strengthen it with other examples, other analogies that you can try to bring in. This is of course a no-brainer. You need to have some knowledge about the topic that you're writing. Okay, of course I am sure you're doing your studies with respect to these topics, whether it's economic issues, current affairs and all that. Okay, you're not going to get a highly niche topic where you'll not have any idea about it. Okay, the topics will be relevant, something that's happening today, something that's in trend, so you will definitely have an idea of the topics that are given to you. However, remove this thought from your mind that if you write the essay in this particular topic, you will get a better score. Okay, I see several students who feel that if they write an essay in a fancier topic, that will fetch them a better score. Okay, that is the biggest misconception that's out there. You can write the topic, you can write your essay, in any topic you want to. That's of course given in the 4 or 5 choices in the question prompt. All right, but you can pick any one of those 4 or one of those 5 and then write your essay. Pick up the topic that you are most comfortable with. Pick up the topic in which you are most confident in. All right, that will fetch you a better score. I hope you picked up some good insights, but I really want you to go out there and start implementing them. Okay, so all these ideas are good to listen to, but if you don't start practicing from today, then these ideas are just ideas, right? So you can also have a look at the screen here where we have an offer that's currently going on for the RBI Grade B online course, where for the first 50 users, the fee is only rupees 12,000. Okay, so you can also have a look at how exhaustive this particular course is. So all you have to do is click on the demo course link below and we can get started. I look forward to seeing you in this online course of ours, and I also look forward to seeing you as an RBI Grade B officer. Wish you all the very best. Bye-bye.